helping consult on a film that Robin and Javier Bardem were the lead characters in that ultimately didn't get made, but the great outcome of it was that we got a chance to meet each other.
John asked if I wanted to get on the train of Raise Hope for Congo campaign, and I said, yes, I'm in. And I thought, the deadliest war since World War II, over 6 million people have died in under 2 decades. The most dangerous place in the world to be a woman, all because of these minerals that are dirty, just like blood diamonds. And from that day on, I've been helping shepherd this movement of raising awareness.
Congo, this conflict in the heart of Africa, in the middle of Central Africa, was the deadliest war in the world, and it had the highest rates of sexual violence anywhere on the globe. And so by Robin's participation in awareness raising, we were able to get the word out to more and more people, which begins to build some pressure on the politicians who need to hear that this stuff matters to voters, or else they won't work on it.
I do 2 big events, either with Robin Hood or in Cannes. And in Cannes, I've done that for 20 years in a row. We're at some phenomenal amount of money, $85, $90 million for AIDS research. There are still other things, so we did a lot, but not enough at the same time. We do a lot, but not enough. There are 17 advocacy centers that Robin Hood built. We built schools for prep. I mean, all these schools in every borough now. That our day-to-day work is making sure that the kids in New York City have every opportunity that our own kids have. With kids in the Robin Hood schools, they compete with our kids for sure, easily. And that's an achievement. We had a 25th anniversary concert this past May where we raised north of $80 million. And even Bono walked backstage after and said, $80 million in one night? We even turned his head. Right.
When you first met Scott, what was the moment when you decided that you wanted to be part of CCF?
Well, when I first met him, and he told me the story of those poor kids living in garbage dumps, that intrigued me. I thought it was incredible that he would leave a tremendous job and go there to help the kids. I decided to do something about it then.
We started, it was very emotional. You'd come across a child who'd been left on a garbage dump, and it hasn't changed that much. It's always like one child at a time. Right. Yeah. And now we're doing it on a scale, but it's still one child at a time.
My presence is less important than my contribution.
In the first part of the donation, it managed to get all of the kids who've been left on the garbage dump into school. These days, the last few years, it's meant that our promise of getting these young kids all the way through high school and into university, it's been about sustainability.
We built a rescue center, medical facilities, schools, bakery. They had nothing. Their parents couldn't support them. They were left totally helpless before Scott and I got involved.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you. We did color coordinate.
Perfectly, right?
Love it.
I wanted to create a diversion, a distraction for the kids who are in the hospital who run out of things to do, and so we figured building these studios would be fun for them and they could make use of them.
You know, obviously my start was working on Disney Channel, and kids are basically my first fan base, and that was everything that I kind of grew up with. So there's not a better feeling in the world to just like make them smile, and that's what our show did, and that's, you know, what Ryan's doing, and that's what I'm honored to be a part of.
I think when you see some of the parents whose kids haven't gotten up out of their room or out of their bed for anything, and they get excited that someone like Selena comes into the hospital and they, for the first time in weeks or months, get out of their bed to come down and be a part of what we're doing downstairs. I think that's very touching.
Yeah. This is actually our engagement photo.
Yeah, right. I do think that, you know, the energy and the spirit that is a part of these studios can help the healing process. Certainly psychologically it can help with that. So we hope to build more of them across the country.